dating in 2026 be like? You match with someone, they say, hey, you reply in 2 seconds, and suddenly, they disappear for 3 business days. Then they finally text, sorry, I've been busy. Busy doing what? You posted 6 stories today. And then they say, I'm looking for something serious. I'm like, perfect. Can we start with actually replying to texts? I thought he was just really friendly. Then I found out he says, hey, to literally everyone. Then I asked, be honest, am I special? Of course. Good. Now stop sending that same line to everyone. Then I asked, be honest, am I special? He said, of course. I said, good. Now stop sending that same line to everyone. It was so hot at our bachelorette party, we walked outside, and the weather basically said, congratulations, now suffer. Everyone was trying to stay cool. One girl had a fan, another had ice, and I was just standing there like, where is the air conditioning emergency button? By the end of the night, nobody was dancing anymore. We were just standing under the AC like it was the VIP section. Yeah. She ordered everything on the first date. Appetizer, main course, dessert. I thought she was hungry. Turns out, she was just confident I was paying. Then the bill arrived. She looked at me and said, wow, that's expensive. I said, yeah, especially since you ordered half the menu. Then she smiled and said, don't worry, I'll get the next one. I said, perfect. She said, great, I'll see you next year. I told my boyfriend, I'm not hungry. 5 minutes later, he ordered food for himself. I looked at him like, wow, so you really believed me? He said, but you said you weren't hungry. I said, I wasn't hungry until I saw your food. Then he asked, can I have 1 bite? I said, absolutely. Then I ate half his meal. That's not stealing, that's relationship tax. You know a comedy show is going great when someone in the audience suddenly goes, that's not funny. Ma'am, you paid for a comedy show. You just became part of it. The heckler starts explaining why the joke is wrong. And I'm standing there like, wow, I didn't know the audience came with a podcast. So I just smiled and said, keep talking, because honestly, you're doing half my job tonight. I tried to save money this month, so I deleted every shopping app. 5 minutes later, I was Googling how to make money from home. The internet said, start a business. I said, great. Then it asked me to wake up at 5 a.m. I immediately quit. Now my business plan is simple. Wake up late, drink coffee, and hope my bank account fixes itself. The way she looks at me, I start thinking, wait, does she actually like me? Then I realize she was just looking for her friend standing behind me. But that 1 second of eye contact, my brain already planned the wedding, the honeymoon, and what we're having for dinner. Meanwhile, she's like, excuse me, can you move? So now when someone looks at me, I don't assume anything. I just turn around and check, who are they actually looking at? I told myself, today, I'm NO2 spending money. Then my phone showed me a 50% off deal, and suddenly I'm like, okay, technically I'm saving money. That I bought something I didn't even need, then I opened the package and said, wait, why did I buy this? F9. My bank account was probably like, finally, you noticed. Now I'm trying to return it. But the return shipping costs more than the item, so I kept it. Congratulations, I just lost money trying to save money.